What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming, and Konami is determined now, it seems, to destroy digital downloads once and for all. This is kind of a continuation of my previous video, which I will put a link to in the description down below and also at the end card at the end of the video. Um, after the PT demo was pulled for Silent Hills by Konami, it was pulled off the server, and a lot of people were upset that you couldn't download it anymore. You know, they had the licenses, they could play it. They sold their PlayStation in a lot of cases, and now they can't re-download it. So people were upset, which I understand, but I also understand pulling it from the server since it's a canceled game. However, there is new development that is causing a major problem. It seems that the revoked licenses and deleted game are combining to cause an issue. Several players are complaining that the PT demo is restricting their access to the PlayStation Network and also restricting their access to their other digital games, because the way that the DRM works, in particular for PlayStation 4, is that when the system goes online, it actually checks all of your licenses, and if it comes across a license that's no longer good or has been flagged as a pirated license, it will disable that game. And in some cases, will disable all of the other games it's checking as well. Truthfully, I hate DRM. DRM is like a virus, really. It is, you're fine as long as you don't connect to the internet. It's not an issue, but as soon as you try to connect to the internet, now the virus goes into effect, and your PS4 is now pretty much used up with it's full. The hard drive is full up with games you can't play, and this isn't a PlayStation issue. This is a PlayStation issue, an Xbox issue, a PC issue. This is a gamer issue where our games are now being blocked. And granted, this isn't a large number of gamers. This is an incredibly small number of gamers, given the number of people who have a PS4, and especially given the number of people who have the PT demo. Very, very few people are affected by this, but it does prove an issue. When a game is pulled from the server, we know that it can't be played again. We know that's it. It can't be downloaded. In some cases, it can't be played, as I said with EA's Origin and the problems that were going on with that in my previous video. But to now see that there's a potential that it can screw up the rest of your games, that's unacceptable. That is not an acceptable thing. It's bad enough that they expect us to pay full retail for a game that has no physical version, which to me is a little strange anyway. How much does the disc, the shipping, the case, all of that cost if you're not charging anything for it and you're charging still full money, still full retail price for a digital version? I still think digital should be cheaper, especially if this is what we're going to be seeing. If we're going to be seeing a future where a game is pulled and all the rest of our games are completely useless and unplayable, then there's no way in hell I'm going to see the value in spending $60 on a game that can easily just be pulled. And you know what? I don't see the value in that because of things like this. This is yet another reason why I think physical gaming is the best way to do it. It doesn't waste space on your hard drive. But on the other side, there is a license on your physical copy too, and that can cause the same problem allegedly. Now, we haven't seen that, but there's no reason to think that that can't happen. The truth is, the DRM on consoles and DRM on PC and iTunes is just a terrible idea. But this is an issue, and Sony needs to step in, and they need to fix this. They need to fix this right away, because this is, as I said, this is unacceptable. I understand pulling the demo, and I understand it not being able to be re-downloaded. That sucks, but it's fine. I understand. But the thought that the licenses being removed can completely eliminate the functionality of the other games, no, that can't happen. So Sony needs to step in and fix it. Xbox, You better figure out how to prevent this from happening, just in case something like it happens to you. Steam, get working on it. Figure out how to prevent this same thing from happening. And I mean, that's really all there is to do it. I mean, Sony found out a problem, and everyone else better fix it as well as Sony. Now, to be honest, it's not 100% Sony's fault, because no one has ever done this before. No one has ever completely pulled a game this fast, to this extent before. You know, there were tons of people who downloaded the PT demo. Konami demanded it removed from the servers. Konami went to eBay and forced eBay to take down all of the bids, or take down all of the sales for the PS4s that had the PT demo, because they wanted to completely scrub it from existence. And they're the ones who eliminated the licenses. This is Konami's fault. PlayStation does have to come in and fix everything and straighten everything out and figure out the whole license issue. But Konami did this. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Does this make you worried about the future of digital download gaming? Once again, I am the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.